Well, Rachel, welcome to Birmingham City Football Club. How do you feel about this move?
Yeah, I think I'm really excited for it. I almost very closely was back on the plane last Monday, so I came about really quickly and had a great conversation with Carla, and I think it felt the right move for me and the position we're in right now.
Did you have other options then as well, or did it just feel right, as you said, after talking with the head coach?
I think there's been a lot of movement in the last few weeks, especially with the players who have been over in the US, and you know, they're obviously, for me, I think it felt like the right time to spend some time nearer home, and like I say, the conversation came quite out of the blue, and I think you just get a good feel sometimes when you speak to certain people, and that was how it felt. I think the values Carla has were similar to the values that I have, and I think that made it quite a simple decision to feel good about the decision.
As you said there, it's been a while since you played in England.
Yeah.
You must be looking forward to it, to getting some WSL action.
Yeah, and I think, you know, the league's continually grown since that was back in 2014, as you say. So I think it's a good opportunity to push myself competitively, and that's the biggest thing I think about the league, is it's such a competitive league and it's physical, and it'll give me the opportunity to work in a different environment and challenge myself and hopefully bring something to the team.
Yeah, mentioning that, what do you think you can bring and you're hoping to bring to the side?
I think, having just met the team, you know, there's a lot of young faces, and I think for me, I've sort of relished the role. It's had sort of leadership qualities asked of it before, and I think that's something that I like to take on, that type of role. So hopefully I can bring that here and just have some experience and just probably, hopefully solidify that defensive unit. I think that's a big part. Playing in this league, you have to be really organised, really strong defensively, and that's something that I like to pride myself on in whatever team you play for, and you know, that'll be something that I know we'll work really hard in these next few days before the season starts.
You mentioned leadership there. A club legend, Kerry Harrop, has moved on. She was a great leader on and off the field. I guess that's the sort of mantle hopefully you can be stepping into.
Yeah, I know Keris, and great player, and obviously she's staying in the league, and I think again you just have to push yourself on, and this felt like a good opportunity for me. I think there is a lot going to be asked and demanded of the players here, because as I say, the quality of the other teams are looking to be really, really good this year, and we'll certainly be challenged and tested, but we'll be ready for that.
You've been a very important player in the States, Seattle and Utah. Do you think that experience and the understanding that you can bring to the sort of party here will help the side?
I hope so. For me, you know, in America, there's some exceptional players out there, and I think every game, certainly as a defender, you're challenged every week to be your absolute best, and I think that will be similar here with the names that some of the top teams have. You know, you'll have to be on your game, and that's something that, as I say, will be a great challenge.
In talking to the head coach, what has she sort of asked of you? What is she looking for you to do this season?
I think just to bring the experience that I've had elsewhere, and just really come in and to be honest, just be one of the girls. I think she has a really important set of values that just look at every single player has a role, and every single person is important, and it's on and off the field, and how you behave, you know, you reflect the club at all times, and I think those are the things that I certainly appreciate. I think there's something that's been consistent at the clubs I've played at previously, and I like that level of being held to a good standard at all times in everything you do. Yeah,
you seem to relish that sort of leadership, that, you know, the captaincy, national team captain. It's something that sits easily with you by the sounds of it and by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think maybe it's possibly in the nature of the position. You know, as a centre back, you have to lead well, you have to communicate and on the pitch, and sometimes that makes it more natural to do it off the pitch too. But hopefully that is the case here. Hopefully that I can help some of the younger girls to feel a bit more confident, because having watched the girls in training today, you know, we have some good players, and it's about getting the best out of everyone and getting results at the end of the day.
You mentioned there about the quality of the WSL. It just seems year on year to be getting tougher and tougher, doesn't it? What are you expecting this season? It's going to be, you know, even harder, do you reckon?
I think so. I think there's a lot of teams have made a lot of good additions. That's what you want though, and you want to challenge yourself and play up against the best players in the world all the time as much as you can, both in training and then at the weekend. So I think for everyone, you know, it's just a great thing for the women's game just now, and off the back of the last 6 months, which have brought different challenges, I think it's really exciting to have the prospect of being back in competitive football so soon, and also bring with that an increased quality.
Mm-hmm. And just finally, Rachel, what message would you have to the Birmingham City fans who I know are going to be really delighted with your signature?
Yeah, just excited to play for them. I think it's a great privilege to play for a club that's always had that loyal support. And you know, for me, Birmingham's a club that have existed in the women's game in England for a long time, and so clubs like that, you know, that there's definitely passion behind the fans, and that it's, like I say, a privilege to be here and to hopefully do a good job.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for talking to us, and we wish you all the very best of luck.
Thank you very much.